Sloss and Humphries on the road.
Muggins and cream and muggins, straight thuggin', living the dream.
That's our intro.
Fucking muggles.
Tickling the clit inside your head that makes you laugh. They said it can't be done.
Are we in the same seats?
That's hack.
Ah, muggles.
Accidental rib job in the park.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Or am I just being cynical?
Muggled it up on fucking Mugglepedia.
Where have you been since 9/11?
Ladies and gentlemen, stop la-la-la.
I didn't know.
I'm doing the intro.
I didn't know you were ready. Shh.
I'll bring you in when it's time.
I was checking my mic.
Seal your lips. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sloss and Humphries on the road. Minus the Sloss, but double the Humphries.
Double Humphries? How are you double Humphries?
What?
Why are you double Humphries?
I'm going to do... Stop talking. I'm going to do all the talking.
Go on.
So, this is a podcast that me and Daniel Sloss have put together for when we're on tour and when we're on the road. And we're on the road a lot, but we're not always on the road together. So when we're on the road separately... Just opening your caffeine-free Diet Coke.
Caffeine-free Diet Coke.
A little bit of product placement on the podcast.
Black water, please.
A little advertising. So, when Daniel is not here, or when I'm not with Daniel, we'll nab a comedian, a friend, a lover from around the globe and bring them onto the podcast. And here with us today, again, as regular guest, Kissy Tulips, Andrew Stanley.
I waved. I don't know why I waved. I've never done that before. Like man. I have podcast royalty by now.
So yeah, you've graduated from Snugwart's School of Kisscraft and Wizardry.
Kisscraft. I guess there's. So I listened back to last week's podcast.
Yeah, so we should have. We threw it under the bus.
Well, there wasn't much of a. Yeah, there's not much of a change really. I mean, it all seems to be factual.
Do you feel like defend yourself? So I'm just gonna fill in the listeners that didn't listen. So how to nutshell this? I was on a night out with Andrew Stanley. Andrew Stanley started kissing people, right? Like, tried to kiss me. He tried to kiss Sam Wilson from Abandoman, who was the guest in the last podcast. And then he just randomly tried to kiss Jane.
No, you missed out one very important part. You missed out one very important part. Chris Henry kissed you first.
No.
Chris Henry kissed you first.
Heard it in length. I'm putting it in a nutshell.
Yeah, but you have to put that part in.
Overruled.
How is that overruled?
Objection overruled.
Chris Henry kissed you.
Silence in the court.
Chris Henry kissed you.
You'll get your moment.
Then in a bit, this is my moment.
No. Because people don't know what the fuck you're talking about just now.
Keep going.
So I'm just going to fill them in.
Keep going. Go on.
Thank you. So he kissed Jane. It's the third person he kissed. And she didn't know what was going on. I mean, nobody really knew what was going on, but she super didn't know what was going on. Put out, and her boyfriend Steve saw it from across the room and didn't see the big game and shenanigans that was going on beforehand. Just saw Stanley kissing his bird. So I talked Steve down from doing anything hot-headed. I was like, "Oh, Steve, come on! I know you kissed your bird, but we're on holiday." And give him that vibe. And then about an hour later, after Steve simmered. Well, he didn't simmer. He kind of boiled over. He just ran up and he slapped the lips off Andrew Stanley and then grabbed his head and started revenge kissing him. And it was a fucking joy to behold.
Yep.
And now we'll have the victim and the culprit.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing really to change, except if, in the nutshell, you have to say Chris Henry kissed you first. Because that was the only reason I started kissing people. Because it was like, well, if we're all kissing people.
I mean, it's starting to get a bit of a fucking big nutshell, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a coconut shell at this point.
It's a coconut shell, massive shell.
Like, if I'm going to leave out any facts, it would be that Chris Henry kissed me first. You know? I'm not going to leave out the bit where you got slapped.
No, because then it looks like I just started randomly kissing people.
Well, just because Chris Henry kissed someone didn't mean you needed to fucking take the safety catch off your lips.
Last week, Chris Henry jumped off a cliff and you jumped off after him. So, yeah.
I didn't.
Chris Trendsetter Henry. The only thing to change really would be the slap. The bit you forgot to mention was the slap was from behind.
It was from the front?
No, it was around the side. As he was walking up.
You were kind of side straddle on a
facing you.
Park bench.
Facing you, and he was coming up towards you. Remember?
So he sucker slapped you?
So it was around the side. That was the part.
Next you're going to tell me you started kissing the back of your neck?
First of all, he kissed my neck.
He didn't kiss your lips? Then
he slapped my neck, and then kissed my arse.
It seemed to graduate to some freaky shit when I left.
No, there's nothing. The thing that I was listening to when Sam was saying that I slapped him last year in London at Sloss's birthday. So that goes back.
Yeah, because it turned out you've got a checkered history of slap kissing.
No, that goes back to a thing, right? So Electric Picnic last year, I was there with my friend Sarah, and so we decided that it would be great fun to just randomly slap each other to freak people out.
Like happy slapping.
Yeah, but like proper You know, like getting gradually harder and harder,
Yeah.
right? So Sam
Like a
would-
game of bogeys.
yeah,
But
exactly.
with physical
But with slapping
violence.
a woman in public,
Oh,
and
God.
vice versa, right? Because everybody thought I was there with her on a date kind of thing, right? And so Sam was there, and we were explaining to him, and he was loving it. He was like, "What a great thing to do!" So then that came up again at Sloss's birthday, and we agreed to do it in front of Loveridge because Loveridge arrived late that day. So we went, "Let's do it in front of Loveridge. He'll freak out."
So
So that was a pre-planned thing.
So you're claiming that Sam already knew about this?
Yeah, he just forgot.
But like, oh, he forgot. He probably, I believe him.
Oh, he forgot as in
You've
we-
got a history of changing the facts, Andrew.
He forgot as if we arranged it an hour beforehand.
Fake news.
Fake news. Why would he randomly go, I bet you'd love to slap me?
Propaganda.
And you should have seen what was funny was he totally forgot to say as well. Loveridge freaked out. He didn't know what was going on. He properly was like, "Are you okay? Why are you slapping him? What's going on? Is there something going on here?" Like
Yeah,
it was amazing.
You have other pacifist Loveridge as well.
Oh my
like,
God.
such a sweetheart.
It was amazing
I
what
do
was
this
happy
thing
was.
where it's not quite the connection as that, but you know when you hold your hand palm up underneath your chin. So if you hold your hand flat, put your
Yeah.
fingertips against your chin and palm facing like out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like not out to walk.
I
Like
know
the
you
same
mean
way your
sideways,
face is facing, but sideways. And get someone to slap that hand.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It looks like they're slapping your face.
Yeah.
And I do that with my goddaughters all the time. I've got like teenage goddaughters, and I'll always get them to like hold out the hand, and then I'll slap the hand. But to my friend, the parents of the girls behind them, it just looks like I've slapped the
From
face
behind,
off that
yeah,
13-year-old girl.
Just like, I'll never do it again, Shelley.
And they proper hammer up as well, and they'll be like, fucking, Kai slapped it.
So then the end of that night then as well, I ended up going to a house party with some of the lads from PJ's. We went to a house party like 20 minutes outside the city.
Yeah.
So how funny is this, right? So we get into this Uber to get to this house party, and about 10 minutes into the Uber journey, I'm like, hold on, which way are we going? We're definitely going the wrong way, right? And I go to him, I'm like, sorry, where are you going? He goes, Airport Terminal 1. I was like, no, not Airport Terminal 1. We're going to this address right here. And he's like...
Was it in your Uber?
It was in my Uber, right? But it turns out he'd picked up the wrong person. Maybe we were both named Andrew or something like that. He picked the wrong person.
It's the same pickup spot.
Yeah.
Because all you need to do is stand there looking purposeful, and
Exactly.
they're like, oh, there's my guy.
Yeah.
Especially that time.
So what? It
morning,
was
like,
4 in the morning,
yeah.
5 in the morning, something like that. So I was like, well, we want to go to this address, and he was going, oh, well, I don't know what to do now. And I was like, just change the address, it'll be fine, don't worry about it. And he goes, okay, but it was the other guy's Uber, right? So the other guy had already changed mine, and he was on the way to the airport. So
Yeah.
I could see my car going to the airport.
So you were paying for an
I
Uber
was
at the
like, what
airport, and he
hell,
was paying for an Uber at
So then he goes,
the
right,
house
fine,
party.
I'll go down here. And then he goes, oh, well, I mean, you'll have to give me cash or something. I was like, no, it'll be sorted through Uber. Like, you don't pay cash. You don't give cash to an Uber driver. You know, it's all gets sorted through they're all going to come off cards, and it'll all get balanced out, right? It's fine. And he goes, well, no, I need cash. I was like, well, I'm not giving you cash. You know, I'm at the house now. You've no seller's rights here at all. You know what I mean? So me and Rory Lowe, we get out of the cab, right? We go into the house, crack open a beer. We're sitting there. All of a sudden, someone's like, why are there police outside? Right? So the Uber drivers called these 4 police, right?
For you,
us.
cab jumping.
For
But
us.
you didn't cab jump because it's not a fucking cab.
And I still paid a bill. Yeah, exactly, right? So the police come in, right? And they're properly it's three male cops and a female cop, right? And the female cop is a trainee, right? And we're out of our box. Like, we're so fucking wrecked, right? And you see them walking up and they're serious. They're kind of going, this guy's kind of telling us about the Uber thing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like this, hold on 1 second. She can't be a cop. Where's your dick? Right?
Oh, you didn't.
She starts laughing. They all start laughing. 2 minutes later, we're doing selfies with the cops and the Uber driver.
You get away with fucking murder. Like, you were inappropriately racist on stage the other day. We got away with it with charm, asking this fucking guy how big his dick was just because he's black. And then you did do that, and everyone's just enjoying it because you're a fucking cheeky Irish guy. Yeah, all of a sudden you fucking slap a little bit of misogyny to a female officer, but it's all right because you got a glint in your eye.
It was amazing. One of the cops literally, as soon as that happened, he put his sunglasses on as in, there's not going to be any trouble here. And then he just stood there chatting away to us.
So the Uber driver just got his non-meter running because he's not a taxi.
Well, yeah, the Uber driver's then, the job's finished. And I'm still going, well, it's all gone through Uber. Like, I've paid for an airport fare.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you want me to do. Like, how am I going to get that back? You going to go arrest that Uber driver?
You should have went and put the Uber driver under citizen's arrest. Can you put people under citizen's arrest?
I don't know if it's a thing. Is it a thing that actually happens?
The thing is, Kerry's in the garden right now just having a cigarette.
We could totally arrest
Should
him.
we go and put Kerry under citizen's arrest?
Nah, he's a nice guy.
Nah, we'll leave him for now.
He's having a good time.
Not today, Kerry.
Yeah, soon though. Your time will come.
I'll take a moment.
So this is the house party that I was at as well, where we were drinking really late. And it was all like, got to like early morning, like 10, kind of half 10, that kind of time. And I fell asleep in the garden. You know, obviously, as you know, the weather is here is a little bit extreme.
He has me thinking you've just been blushing for the whole podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So I fell asleep in the garden, and the next day was shown. We'll replay what happened during the day, but the next day was shown a video of somebody on Snapchat, and as they were filming, they were like, "We're trying to decide whether to let the Irish guy just sleep through his gigs or wake him up and get him out of the sun." And I was like, all of those. Get me out of the sun. Do all of that. They let me sleep. They let me sleep for an hour and a half in the sun.
In the sun, and you missed your gigs.
At midday.
Fucking Sleeping Beauty.
Unbelievable. I woke up. So I woke up midday.
You know what wakes Sleeping Beauty up?
Kisses.
Kisses.
That's what I was like, where's everybody? Where's everybody? I've been trying to wake everybody up 2 days. But so then I woke up, went back to tried to go back to sleep, went to bed, fell asleep, and then woke up at 5 to 11 when there was 5 minutes left in my last gig.
Yeah, we were just doing your gigs and shit.
Yeah, Kerry was an Irish person.
Yeah.
Kerry became Irish.
Yeah, he done best of Irish, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Got Irish roots.
Ripped it. Absolutely ripped it.
And so basically we had a WhatsApp conversation a while back where you were calling me all the pussies under the sun because I haven't been drinking lately,
Yeah.
and then you got into a discussion about you could go toe to toe with me, and then we went toe to toe, and you slept through all of your gigs, and I got up and went to the gym.
Yeah, I know.
I just boxed the shit out of you toe to toe.
No, but when you get up and went to the gym, you already slept for 6 hours. I've been up all night.
I stayed on it.
I don't think you did.
I claim it to Dan.
Yeah, you did, exactly.
Trying to get me flatmates up. Yeah, I was trying to fucking watch it.
Tried to get a house party going.
Where's the party at? Claiming what Dan was.
Hilarious.
So much fear in his eyes.
So much fear. I haven't seen this in a while.
So that was a little over a week ago. It was 8 days ago. It's Thursday now. It was last Wednesday when that happened. We've been pretty casual since then.
Yeah,
had a couple of glasses of wine.
Yeah, I think didn't do much over the weekend.
Tonight, Milan is in town.
Oh, no.
Do you know Milan?
I know
you know
Milan.
Of course you know Milan.
No, but I've never actually hung out with Milan.
Right, so Milan.
But now I know at least I won't have to bring out a wallet with me.
He's so enigmatic, right? He's like fucking... nobody quite knows what he does. He likes the idea of not really sharing the information. It's fucking really cool. I think it's something to do with production. Last time I saw him, he was cutting about with this like...
He's from LA, right?
He's from Serbia via Australia.
Right.
Australia via Serbia.
Right.
Right. Not Melbourne based, I'm sure.
Right.
But he's from Belgrade. Right. So he becomes like a Serbian benefactor. He fucking waves around this company credit card. I don't know what the company is. I don't even know if it's a company credit card or his, right? But that's not his only value. Like sometimes you get people like that are like fucking buying rounds for the bar, but that's like almost like a USP and that reason for being. But this dude's a fucking legit dude, man. I love.
So I've never actually met him.
And,
how weird is that?
You haven't?
No, so Edinburgh last year, I think.
Probably had a shot off him.
No, I did. That's the thing.
I
I remember last year in Edinburgh, he came back with a round of shots, and I felt weird, even like trying to take one because I'd never met the guy.
Yeah,
so I distanced myself from it.
I've tried to buy him drinks back, and he just looks at us and shakes his head like.
Yeah, well, the reason
what are you doing?
it wasn't that I felt weird taking a shot from somebody I'd never met. It was that I felt weird taking a shot because I knew it was him. And it would look like I just went, oh, you must be Milan. Is that a shot? Thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he probably does get people like that are like that, but I think he does a good job of surrounding himself
Vetting
with the
them
right
out.
people.
Yeah.
Because every time I'm cutting about with him, it's like we're fucking Sloss and Cody.
Yeah.
And it's like it's always a good crew that he holds good company. It's not like he's just fucking buying the affectionate strangers.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But we go fucking wild, man, and it just seems to be where a night out with Milan will pop up in whatever city. I'll be in Edinburgh, and he'll not even announce his arrival. You'll just fucking rock up and walk into me gig. I'll be on stage, and I'll just be like, Milan's here, and then I'll fucking rock up in Vegas. I knew Cody was going to be there, and then fucking there's Milan propping the bar up in Vegas. Oh my god, there was fucking limousines and everything that night.
Oh,
and it turns out fucking he's just arrived. I just got the text off him just landed in Adelaide where you at.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to leave the bike at home tonight.
I wasn't even going to drink tonight.
I'm going to come out of retirement one more time.
You keep coming out of retirement.
It's almost like I'm not retired.
A lot of farewell tours.
Like Paul Scholes.
Actually, speaking of Cody and angry, beardy comedians. So last night in the Rhino Room.
Cody ain't angry.
Well, you hear this.
Oh,
right?
what's he done?
So last night we were in Rhino Room, right?
By the way, Cody is as strong as an ox. He can bench 50 kilos. dumbbells, one in each hand.
Probably, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me.
You'd be lucky to find a gym with 50s in them.
Just bench children.
When he does a press up, he actually pushes the earth.
Oh my god.
I think that's an old Chuck Norris
It's a Chuck
joke,
Norris
isn't it?
joke, yeah. Ridiculous. So I'm in Rhino. I was doing set list last night, and it was just before you arrived. So did you notice Cody popping in and like freaking out a little bit? One of the bar girls.
I saw him like having a little bit of friendly, jovial banter.
Right. So I went back out to the bar then to see what was happening because Maddie was one of the bar girls there, and she was kind of freaking out a bit. And I walk out and I'm like, "What's going on?" And he's like, oh, and he's like apologising to her and everything. And I was like, "What is it?" And she's like, "No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." And then the bar manager was like, "Give him a shot. Give him a shot. You have a shot as well. Everybody have a shot. Just calm down." I was like, "What is happening here?" And
Rhino Room.
Yeah, in Rhino Room.
So Rhino Room just as an institution is like the comedy club of Adelaide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So during the Fringe it becomes multi-purpose venue. There's a hangout. There's a cafe there. There's a couple of rooms.
Yeah, it's like the stand in Edinburgh, Glasgow.
Yeah, it's like the stand. It's a staff
room. Or the Hi-Fi in
Melbourne. It's a comedy venue staff room where all the comedians end up. Yeah. So Cody will be pretty well renowned in there.
He'll be known, yeah.
Was it Craig Egan that was getting him the shots, or was it?
No, it wasn't Craig. No, it was like one of the bar managers, you know.
So that's the picture painted.
So it's all painted, yeah. So then I'm talking to Cody. I'm like, "What happened there?" And he goes, and he'd been all like casual and kind of very apologetic, and he goes, "I'll tell you what happened. The girl's a fucking idiot. That's what happened." I was like,
no.
And he was like, I walked in, right. So this is the story from what he's told me, right? Okay. So, but he was very like keeping it on the down low because we were still in the Rhino, and he didn't want to like.
And he didn't seem to be chugging them back last night.
No,
so
he wasn't. He wasn't. It's a proper thing, right?
Yeah.
So what happened was, he orders a drink, right? He gets his drink, and then he either goes to the toilet or he goes to say hello to a comic or something like that. Whatever, right? And when he comes back, he's like, "Oh, can I get my card back?" And she goes, "Oh, I gave you a card to that guy." And Cody's like, "What guy?" He's like, "Oh, the guy said he knew you, so I gave him your card."
What the fuck?
And Cody's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, you can't just what?"
Especially with contactless payment now. Like, that guy's got a full tank of petrol.
Now it turns out
got a meal deal.
It turns out he did know him, but Cody arrived on his own.
Yeah.
So it's irrelevant. So Cody's just going, some fucking prick's just taking my card.
See, that wasn't not Greg Fleet. That's who stood at the bar with when I left.
No, that would make sense. That was later on. No, it wasn't Fleety. It was another. He might have been in comic, but it was another guy who was inside at setlist watching the show. And so he loses at this girl. He's like, "You fucking joking me? The fucking," and he's like shouting over there. But then when I arrived, he was all like, "I'm so sorry. You know, it's just in my car. It's on my car." And then he goes, I was like, "So were you just apologizing like that because?" And he's like, "Yeah. Because I know I'm going to be here the next 10 nights in a row." That's what. I was like, "Yeah, that's fair enough."
Shit.
But he was telling me that he had this routine. He has this routine about going to his wife is able to Lucia, his wife, is able to spot when he's 3 questions or 3 sentences away from losing it.
It's such a great routine.
Yeah, such a great routine.
Where she tells him like not to do something.
Well, the example he gave me last night was Subway. He said they walked into a Subway once. And they were standing at the counter getting ready to order. And just as they said, "What can I get you?" to Cody, she was like, "Let's go. This isn't going to work." And he was like, what are you talking about? She's like, it's not going to work. And he goes, "Yeah, get a foot long on wheat bread, on Italian herbs and cheese." I'm like, yeah. And what do you want? He goes, "Oh, like a meatball marinara, all the toppings." Yeah. What sauce do you want? "I'll have a sweet chili sauce." "Oh, sorry, sir, we've no sweet chili sauce." And it was just like, bomb.
Oh my God.
And then he's like, "Why have you no sweet chili sauce?" And she goes, "Oh, we're out for the weekend. It's Friday at 6 p.m. What are you talking about? You shouldn't be fucking ordering." And his wife's just standing there going, 3 sentences ago I called this.
It's like a really fucking tame version of Sherlock Holmes. You know, the Benedict Cumberbatch one where like you fucking project
she sees
everything happens and then it all falls into place.
What a skill to have.
She uses her Sherlock Holmes powers to stop Cody fucking making a fool of himself.
Well, Roscoe McClellan was saying the same thing. Roscoe and his new fiance, Lindsay, just proposed like 2 days ago, and he was saying they were in a cab on the way back the other day, and you know Christopher MacArthur Boyd was hammered, and he's sitting behind Roscoe in the cab, just hitting him in the back of the head. Just like literally.
So these are 2 Scottish comedians.
Best mates. They're doing all the compilation shows and everything. And so he's hitting him in the back of the head. He's like, "Oh, you don't like that ball. You don't like that ball. You do that." And Lindsay apparently just saw that Roscoe was about 5 seconds away from turning around and just punching Sammy in the face. And just turned around to Sammy, and she was like, "So, are you going to miss Sam when she's gone?" I just started distracting him for the next like 7 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, man.
What a skill to have.
Well, you want a girlfriend that sees that coming and then just kind of like squints and nods and go, "It's about to go down." And just lets it happen. Yeah. She knows it's going to happen.
And you want to make sure she's the pacifier, not the aggressor.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
You don't want fuel on the fire.
Yeah. Just so it supports you. Supports you all the way through your fucking...
Gets you right through the system.
Through your breakdown. Hey, because we've been rolling over on a lot of the podcasts, should we start the
Get some
Muggle
stuff
corners?
out of the way. Let's do it.
We'll start some Muggle corners now, and thanks for the little update with what's going on.
Update on life.
Oh, do you know, so Roscoe, who we mentioned there, Scottish comedian that's over for the compilation shows, proposed to his girlfriend at the zoo.
At a wildlife park.
At a wildlife park.
Grange Wildlife Park?
But two of the other comics were dangerously close to just inviting themselves along on the trip. Like, I've always wanted to go to the wildlife park.
Oh, really?
It was actually Steve and Jane from Kissgate. Kissgate.
How funny.
2017. So they were like, that sounds good, I might go. And he's like, yeah, I mean, come along if you want.
Don't be over there at that time.
So, Muggle Corner. We're about to fucking
Put some of you muggles in a corner.
Cast the finger of mugglery.
But to do the opposite of Dirty Dancing. Nobody puts muggle in a corner.
Everybody puts muggle in a corner.
Everybody puts these muggles in a corner.
Belong in a corner.
Muggle.
Explain what a muggle cunt is.
There's the Airbnb where we're staying is owned by a muggle. They have a framed picture on their wall which says, "Always try to laugh."
Oh, God.
That's a muggly thing.
They would have got that and went, there's a comedian staying.
Well, there's a comedian staying.
They're going to love this.
This will be a bit of bonder for the boys.
Our landlady got in touch, like, saying, I hope this isn't too intrusive, but I noticed you left the porch light on last night.
That's fair enough.
Fair enough, I was fucking playing chess.
No, that's fair enough. I saw her and I looked out the window and I said, that lamp is still on.
I'll just play fucking chess in the dark because it's past your bedtime, you muggle cunt.
Jesus.
I mean, you can probably hear us.
Most aggressive chess player I've ever seen. So muggles are people who do just the normal everyday things and don't use their brains to engage a different angle of attack on certain things like love, live, laugh.
Yeah, I think that was the opening gambit on Muggle Corner.
One, was it?
And I instantly put my mum and dad in Muggle Corner because they've got a live, laugh, love.
Oh my God.
And they've got a picture of me on stage on the laugh frame. They've got a picture of Gav hiking through the woods on the live one, and on the love one they've got my sister and a boy.
Oh.
It's really sweet.
So they're not in love with you or Gav?
Muggles.
So it's that, or it's
Love it.
queuing for flights where you've already got seats.
Yeah,
it's all standard stuff.
it's not a bad thing. Don't take it to heart. I mean, some of it we've actually labelled as country.
Yeah,
But a lot of the time that means it's not muggly. It's just cunty.
yeah, and you should stay in the corner forever.
So don't be too disheartened when we put you in the corner over the next 20 to 30 minutes.
I love that. Actually, I only realise right now that when we say something like that, like don't beat yourself up too much if we say something like this, or don't get yourself.
Well, peas and muggles.
The power we think we have in our words.
Like the muggle whisperer.
We're like, but the power we think we have with our thoughts.
Yeah,
as if people are going to go, I can't believe Andrew Stilby.
Well, it did. A couple of people like fucking Ricketts was saying to us like, I thought you were a bit harsh at first. When I first started listening to the podcast, I thought you were being a bit fucking cold-blooded. And then like once you listen to a few and realise that it's just
Mugglery.
It's like everything. Everyone's getting hit. We'll point the gun at myself and all that shit. But people were getting head up about it, man.
That's true.
Like I don't know, muggles. So do you want to go first? Or
I'll go first. I'll tell you, when you get, I'll number mine, give you a choice. Which one do you want me to do? 1, 2 or 3?
Oh shit! Are you going to do the same no matter what number I say?
One adventure cast. No, I'll
have 2.5.
Oh, you're going to get half
I'll
a
have
muggle.
pie.
You're going to get half a muggle mixed with a muggle. Here we go.
Start with
Ready?
one.
Muggles put clothes on their pets.
Yes, they do. I think that might already be in the corner.
Really?
But let's hear it.
Yeah, it should 100% be in the corner.
Let's hear it. Have you seen much of it here in Australia?
A little bit.
Because is it to warm the animal?
No, so I saw it in. It reminded me. I was in a pet shop the other day, looking at brand new baby turtles. Why wouldn't you? Great day, just looking at tanks of baby turtles, and I saw loads of dog outfits, dog jumpers, dog sweaters, dog waistcoats.
Have you heard my Touching the Turtles routine, which is based on a friend's true story? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to tell you the friend's true story of what happened to him.
Right,
he told us over a game of cards. So he's fucking touching the turtles in a Sea Life Centre. And I've adapted this into a joke where it happens to me.
Yeah.
It's sometimes easier to do that.
Can't
You
believe you lie on
bring
stage.
the story closer to home when you're on stage. This cuts the words. Like, you see how this is very wordy? You don't want that on stage.
No, this is gold.
So, my pal was touching the turtles at an aquarium, Sea Life Centre, and the member of staff told him to go wash his hands. And when he's washing his hands, there's a bloke in the toilet fucking drying his hands, going, "You touched the turtles, didn't you?" And they were proper kindred idiots in the
Proper
bathroom.
idiots.
So, pet shop, and you saw all of the mugglery,
So yeah, just saw all of the like just anything like that. You know, like a tuxedo for a dog, or you know, like a.
And I've got to name the listeners here, Mary and Soraya, who hang about at all the festivals and the fringes, and in life were good friends. They dress their dogs like muggles.
Yeah, my sister does it.
The dog's the muggle as well. The dog needs to go in the corner too.
Little doggle.
Because that dog can, like, if I was a dog and you were trying to put a fucking...
I wouldn't be allowing myself on it.
Tux on us. Some motherfucker's getting bitten.
Yeah.
I don't care if you feed us.
Yeah. There's no way I'm serving up any food dressed as a waiter.
Like, if a dog wants to wear clothes, right, just fold it up, put it in its basket, and it'll put it on itself in its own time.
If he really wants that jumper.
If it really wants it on, it'll put it on.
I especially get annoyed when it's like a proper, like, fluffy dog. You know what I mean? Like, they've got the coat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no reason for it.
You're doing it for your own attention.
It's like you putting on skin over your skin.
Do you know Soraya Maxwell cried because Munchie got a bad haircut?
Oh, really?
So it's quite common that if a girl gets a bad haircut, they might get upset about it, right? She got upset that her dog got a bad haircut, and I was laughing at how funny that was that she got upset about her dog having a bad haircut, but she was so upset about it because she showed us a photo of the dog, and it looked like, I don't know if, like, how a dog can look like a prisoner of war, but it did. It looked like it had been in a concentration camp.
Oh my God, it's seen some shit.
It had seen some shit. Oh, it looked like it had been through hell.
Oh my God.
And she got upset because people started responding to it differently. So this dog had been living its life, this cute fucking dog that everybody loves and comes up to her and is like, is he? Yeah. And then all of a sudden people are just like, ugh.
Whoa.
And like responding to the dog differently. She thought the dog's quality of life had dropped.
Oh my God. Even though the dog literally couldn't give a shit.
Nah.
Amazing. Yeah. And that, yeah, I think it's mainly dogs, right? It's mainly dogs. Cats don't allow it to happen, really, do they?
Nah,
cats just look at you like, I'll scratch your eyes out.
They know what's good.
Yeah, I'll scratch your eyes out. And then I won't come home again for 7 days. And you'll think I'm missing. Then I'll arrive back and you'll treat me like a god.
You just got to look at that situation and go, I love the cat more.
Yeah.
The cat's got some self-respect.
Cat's got some self-respect. Dog's walking around dressed like a little royal court jester. It's annoying.
Yeah, and I think dressing, I've said this before, I'll say it again, is that like when you're dressing your dog up to look like a human, that means you like people, not animals. Because this is my logic, right? It's like if you find it cute when an animal acts like a human, it sits up like a human, right? It wears clothes like a human, or any stuff like that, right? But if a human acts like an animal, like fucking shits in the garden, bites a stranger, right? You think that human's a monster because it acted like a dog. Yeah, you think the dog's amazing if it acted like a human. So if you love dogs to the point you dress them like humans, you don't love dogs so much.
Yeah, just have a baby.
Just have a kid.
Have a baby.
Just stop lying to yourself.
Yeah, especially because your dog's name is like a child's name.
Phoebe or something.
Steve. Brian or something like that.
Like SpongeBob, Gary the Snail. Just have a kid, SpongeBob.
Just get a kid.
Find a nice girl.
So there you go. Yeah. Muggles put clothes on pets.
Yeah, I think that's, you know what, it's been said before, it's been put in Muggle Corner, but go and have yourself another 20 seconds at least.
Dressed as a dog.
Dressed as a dog, as a fairy. People do that, you know, there's a fairy scene. People like dress as animals and shit and fuck, bonk, eat foods off basins on the floor.
Oh my God, Tom Horton.
My friend tell us, whatever.
Tommy boy.
Tom Horton probably does. I reckon Tom Horton would probably do a fairy.
Yeah, 100%.
That is what it's called, isn't it, fairies?
I don't know.
They dress as animals. I mean, I can't imagine they'll look like animals. They're just going to be wearing, like, cartoony suits.
Well, you're not going to... Of course they don't look like animals. You're not going to go, oh my God, is that my mate Jonathan, or is that a greyhound?
If you put some money into it, like the fucking...
What are you talking
about? What am I talking about? Right, if you put some money into it, right, like they did with the Cadbury's advert with a fucking gorilla that plays the drums. You know that's not CGI, that's a dude in a gorilla suit, right?
Yes, you think...
fucking really good gorilla suit.
You think you could do that with a dog?
Like, if a fairy, like, really went for it, they would feel like they're being fucked by a gorilla. I'm just saying it can be done. You can go to like a budget economy fairy night where someone just goes to a fancy dress costume shop, gets a Scooby-Doo outfit and fucks your Scooby, right? You just think you're getting fucked off a dude wearing a Scooby-Doo outfit. You're not being a fairy. But if a guy actually dresses and looks like an animal. I'm just saying, it's not my particular fetish, But if
Are you sure it's not yours?
If it was, I'd just spend a bit of money.
do it in for a penny, in for a dog pound.
There it is. And I heard that joke. Normally, them little jokes that you laid down,
They go way over.
You know what? I don't ignore them. I save them for later because I listen back sometimes. Just leave myself a little treat.
Go on, what's yours? Let's hear it.
Right, this is something that's been happening to us recently. I've put myself in the world, so I've become subject to it. But then it ended up people talking about it on Facebook, and I'd like to bring it into public forum. Muggles discredit you for listening to audiobooks as if you haven't read the book.
That's an interesting one.
Right, so I'm going to tell you my stance at the minute. I'll probably read more books than I listen to books.
Right.
I listen to them because I wanted to plough through the Harry Potter books, and sometimes you can't always sit down and read when you live a hectic lifestyle like I do, sitting around the garden.
Are you listening to an audiobook right now?
Right. So I try to read as many books as I listen to books. But I'm sometimes on my bike. I'm sometimes like walking somewhere. You know, you're cutting about. You're doing things. You're doing the dishes. You're making some dinner. You fucking whap your headphones on. Bose Quiet Comfort 35s. Just put that in there. I'll plug them in there all the time. One day I'll get sponsorship, I swear to God. So it's like you can't always have the fucking book in your hand, so you listen to it, and then people will be like, "Oh, well, you didn't read it, did you?" And that comes up a lot when you're like, "Oh, I listened to it on audiobook, so you didn't read it." And I'm like, "Hold on, if I didn't furnish you with that information, and we talked about the book, right,
you would know all the exact
I
same
would
stuff.
still know everything about the book. Like I could talk to you about the story, I could share the knowledge, I could talk about the. So I've ingested the book. I've took it in just via my ears. Yet some people take it upon themselves to get this like snobbery, like, well, it's not the same.
It's interesting. I've never listened to an audiobook in my life.
I think they've nailed it. Like I wasn't enamored by the idea, but then when I found out Stephen Fry done the Harry Potter books, and I wasn't that interested in the Harry Potter books. But I thought, well, fucking Stephen Fry can talk to me all day. Like whatever he's reading.
I mean, it's when I say I haven't listened to it, it's just because I just prefer listening to music more when I'm listening to stuff.
Yeah,
but then again, I don't read as much as I used to anymore.
Concentration-wise, like sometimes when I'm cycling, I'll have drifted off into thought and I'll have to rewind the book. But that happens when you're reading anyway. Sometimes you'll like fucking have to go back a couple of pages. But that does happen. But with music, that just decorates time. Music decorates time. You don't need to be zoned into it or anything. You can just let it fucking wash over you.
Yeah.
And that's what's nice about listening to music. But ahead of an audiobook. An audiobook does take a level of concentration.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a level of snobbery, I suppose. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like people who go to a lesser degree, people who watch a movie instead of reading a book. Well, you know, which is obviously like that. People go, yeah, but that's not. Of course, that's like, you know what I mean. It's kind of.
I'm definitely in the camp of I've read the book about most classic movies, where I've read the book first.
Yeah.
But it's not something that like.
You're not going to let it ruin your day.
Nah, I'm not going to let it ruin the movie.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like with Gone Girl, I couldn't watch the film because I'd read the book. There's certain times reading the book will spoil the movie.
I've watched, say, The Girl on the Train.
Yeah.
So I've watched that, but I haven't read the book, and I want to read the book because I really didn't enjoy the movie because I thought it was like so overrated, but it'd been hyped up so much because of the book.
Everyone bangs on about Coronation Street, and I haven't seen it. I've read the book though.
I've read all the books.
All the books I've got.
But I've got an audiobook. It's being read to me by Ken.
You know,
Barlow.
2 Girls, 1 Cup?
Yeah.
Read the book?
Audiobook.
Never seen it. Audiobook?
Just audiobook.
Oh, wow.
It's just...
Do they do voices? I've never seen 2 Girl, 1 Cup. Is that the noise they make? Why are you doing that? Are you alright?
Is that the noise?
Do they do that noise in it?
That's supposed to be them having a shit.
What do they do?
I think they shit in a cup and eat it.
Why do they do that?
So that we would talk about them one day.
Oh, well, they got what they wanted.
I should also say as well,
fucking goals.
It's Stephen Fry who does that audiobook as well. Yeah. Here we see...
He hates girls?
Here we see one girl. I don't think he hates girls.
He's just there for the cup.
I think oh my God. That's
I meant sexually because it's a porn, isn't it? He does right. He's gay, isn't he? Is he bi?
He's gay, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, he probably wouldn't like them girls anyway. Even if he was heterosexual, he'd probably be like, "Oh, come on, girls."
No, he'd probably be into that.
Oh, girls. Oh, do in the bathroom. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I was about to make a cup of tea.
It's gonna stink. Oh, yeah, that's my world's best.
China.
World's best China cup.
I literally got that from the Queen.
I was trying to say that's my world's best audiobook reader, but I couldn't find the word narrator in my head. Right. Oh, that's my world's best narrator cup.
Oh my God.
So anyway, Stephen Fry probably wouldn't like Two Girls One Cup as well.
I don't think he would.
Was. But yeah, like, so it is a snobbery. It is a level of snobbery, but I think it rather than where it can be snobbery when you say, "Oh, I've read the book ahead of the movie." That is a little bit more like you're immersing yourself in the story. That's how the story was meant to be told. It's theatre of the mind, and it's like when you watch a film, you can't get in the heads of the characters. Like Stephen King films are great, but the books, you get so fucking far into the mind that you're like, how could you even make a film of this?
Yeah,
how could you make this with pictures? This is so psychological. So the book can do that ahead of the movie, so you can have a little layer of snobbery about it, whereas there's no justified level of snobbery of how you take the book in, whether it's through it.
No, exactly, yeah. I don't know if it's...
I ate a book the other day and everyone's like, it's not the same when you taste it.
Oh my God.
Everyone. Snobs.
Snob corner. Snobs be snubbed. Snubby snub.
Yeah, what about if someone braille read a book and got it through feel? Would somebody there go, well, it's not the same as reading it with braille?
Yeah, it's not the same.
Like would the person that is snobby about me listening to an audiobook be snobby to someone using it braille-wise? Or would they go, actually, now that I've seen that angle, I'm being a dick?
I mean, yeah, definitely...
Or would he look at the person reading a braille book and go, why are you not listening to it?
I can never see eye to eye with those people.
Oh my God. I wish I'd saved that one for later.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a weird thing for people to get annoyed that you haven't read the book properly.
Yeah, and half the time as well, these people they probably haven't even read it. They're probably just holding this stance through their own insecurity that they're not taking books in because they're so busy. And they could have been reading books if they listened. Anyway, get in the corner. Do you reckon?
Like 10 seconds.
It's not enough. I mean, we've only done 20 seconds before because they've already spent it. You know what I mean? They're out with 50 seconds in the corner.
Yeah, actually, no. Yeah, corner. Yeah, we'll put them in the corner. Because I think it's going to be a very small amount of people. I don't think it's as often as maybe you think it is.
I don't know when.
You know I mean, I've never thought about somebody because they've listened to audiobooks rather than read books, and I've never listened to an audiobook.
Well, when you put it on Facebook, the audio bullies come out.
The audio bullies.
Yeah. Audio Schwitz.
I'm just sitting here in a library and we're not fucking happy.
Do it.
All right, they're in the corner. Here we go. Muggles get annoyed when you don't notice something different about them.
Oh, man.
Like new haircut or lost some weight or a tan or...
Well, the weight thing's a tough one because you can't mention it anyway.
Yeah.
Because you can't be like, hey, you're looking slim, because you're just going, hey, past you was a fat cunt.
Yeah, you know, that's funny. I lost about maybe 2 stone, I think, maybe 1.5 stone a couple of years ago, and somebody came to me and they were like, well, yeah, you were getting a bit heavy there. I'm like, why wouldn't you tell me? What are you talking about? Like, I could have used that information a year ago. And then it's like, but I think it's the slim thing was kind of more of it, but it's more the smaller ones that people get. The only people get annoyed that you don't notice a new haircut or like maybe a new jacket or something like that. And you're like, that's not my job.
Yeah,
it's not my job to notice things about your new life. You should just be happy.
Like
you look different.
I don't notice shit anyway. I'm really bad at it when if someone leaves the dynamic and you ask me what they were wearing, I'm like,
oh really?
Fucking no idea. Like sometimes I don't know what colour people's hair is. Like is Cody ginger?
Yep.
Yeah, because someone mentioned that the other day, and I was just like, is he?
Yeah, well, he's kind of like he's like ginger in a way. You're ginger. You're a little bit darker than him.
Yeah.
He's definitely got a red beard.
Yeah, but like most people do. Like most people have like ginger pigment in their beard, regardless of the hair.
But he's kind of like he's kind of reddish brown hair.
I say most people, like probably people in Afghanistan that don't have ginger beards.
Or women.
But if they could grow beards,
they would.
So yeah, I'm just so like unobservant with people. I've had discussed this way about aphantasia, about like being mind blind. Like I haven't got a very like for someone that reads books, I can't really
well, you listen to books.
Make a picture with my mind. Like it's all zeros and ones.
Yeah,
it's like the Matrix. I think in binary.
You're like Neo.
Like Neo.
Like you don't exist.
I'm the one.
Like I had a thing how so last week I was doing a show and there was a guy who came to the show, the Best of British show, where the guy had the short shorts on.
Yeah.
And so he was there on a date with this girl called Rachel. The next day he came back. Russ, yeah, Russ and Rachel. Next day he came back on his own, right? Russ, all dressed up, And so then I was like, oh, any single girls in? And there was another single girl there that night. And her name was Rachel as well. So I set them up, right? I took his phone, put her phone number into it, rang her so that she hadn't fake numbered or anything. Then I bumped into them on Wednesday night. And they had gone on, Tuesday night. And they'd gone on 4 dates in 5 days.
Oh, wow.
Right?
And this is a second Rachel.
This is the second Rachel.
So you got Russ and Rachel.
Russ and Rachel, then Russ and Rachel too.
They didn't work out.
Well,
so you were like, I'm going to find you a new Rachel. This is too good to let go.
Yeah.
And you found him a new Rachel.
So it was almost friends twice.
Yeah.
And then
Friends with benefits by the sound of it.
They were on 4 dates in 5 days. And the reason this popped into my head is because when I saw Russ, I was like, what a week for you. 4 dates in 5 days. And you've had yourself a little haircut. And he was like, she didn't even notice that.
Oh, he was mad.
It was like a split thing. And she was like, I didn't even notice he got a haircut.
But you noticed.
I was like, I'm concentrating on your balls most of the time. Now I noticed you had a little haircut.
It was a nice haircut.
Pretty good haircut.
But so you go around noticing people's changes.
But it's because I'm,
Does it mean in the world of people, should we make more of an effort as a society to notice people's differences? Because I think there's nothing more vulnerable than being spat out of the hairdressers with a brand new haircut.
Yeah,
and you're just born into the world with this haircut that you're like, oh.
When you bring a hat along,
I've made a change.
You bring a hat along or a hoodie or something like that.
Yeah.
You're like, nobody sees me till I get home and wash it and change it. I don't know if people should notice more, but maybe I think the point is that if you shouldn't be getting annoyed about it.
Man, when Wayne Deacon pointed out my back straps, the redistribution of my bag, the way I was wearing my bag on 2 shoulders instead of 1. Yesterday, I don't know what's getting into him. Yeah, he commented that I was wearing shorts instead of long trousers. Like, oh, you're going on stage with your shorts on, do you?
Deacon's so funny.
And then he went ahead and was like, oh, and you're wearing, I think Cody might even chipped in as well, because he just saw that I was putting up a resistance, and Cody and Wayne Deacon were like, and you're wearing, black business socks.
He was saying, Cody said that to me.
Business socks.
Cody went, I can't listen anymore of that guy who's wearing full socks.
I haven't conducted business in my life.
Yeah.
but yeah, so I'm wearing shorts and socks. And fucking, my mates are commenting like they're fucking Gokwan or something.
Wayne Deacon's so funny. He is I think he just has no social awareness at all. Maybe that's or he just doesn't care. Maybe
no, but it's, I think it's quite a common thing to comment on what people are wearing though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, what I mean is that he was introducing CMB to Chris McArthur-Boyd, to Nick Cody. And he was like, oh, this is CMB. Oh, let me tell you, this guy, first 2 weeks in Perth, he died every single night.
No
Last 2 weeks, smashed it. You're like, oh, there's nothing.
He says what he says, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's what it is. I think he just doesn't care.
Fires from the lips.
Yeah.
When I first met Natalie, the day I met Natalie, she was sitting in the gig where I got brought on. It was 2012, Rock Ness at the comedy tent. And so this guy had a bit of a fucking meltdown on stage, and we had to go on and carry him off, right? It was Marty McLean.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
He had a bit of a fucking, drug-induced meltdown on stage, and he was going to faint, and we carried him off. And then Billy Cakewood was like, oh, Kai, you up next? Are you ready to come on? Because it was 15 minutes earlier than I was due to come on. I was like, yeah, sure. And he went, are you going to come on like that?
Oh, my God.
So he thought I was going to get changed in the 15 minutes before me set. And I was wearing blue wellies up to my knees, right? White patterned surf shorts, and then this bright blue Geo top.
Oh, my God.
It was just blue and white and blue, and I just looked like fucking,
Blue Peter.
So it was swamp, surfing, chav.
Oh, my
one of
God.
the three sections of my body, when you create one of them drawings where you fold a bit of paper 3 times, and you draw someone draws the legs, and then you pass it to someone, and they draw. So that was Natalie's first image of us, and she went, "Can't wait to fuck that cunt."
That's mine. That's mine. Get your eyes away from that, girls. That's mine. Dibs on that.
Can't wait to sit on his face.
Dibs on the special needs. Dibs. He's going to fulfill my special needs. Okay, that's my.
Fuck. Get him an ice cream and he's mine.
So yeah, that's it. Muggles get annoyed when you don't notice stuff about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Go on. Let's hear yours.
Yeah.
Or
notice stuff about them.
As in,
Muggles get annoyed if you don't notice stuff about them.
Change.
Muggles notice stuff about you.
No, change is about them, as in stuff that's changed.
Nah, I think I'm being harsh there. You can't be a Muggle if you notice the change.
Yeah.
You can't point it out.
Yeah.
But it's so generic to just rib someone about a change. Oh, happy new haircut.
No,
Is that a hairdo or a hair don't?
No, but even that's fine. Even that's fine. I'm talking about when they don't notice little things.
Yeah.
Anyway, pedantism.
Yeah, I think there's there's a certain level of neediness about wanting people to notice your shit.
Yeah, you should be. If you're getting your hair cut, you're getting a cut for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. Just stop putting it on other people, guys.
Muggles.
Think about that in the corner.
You little muggly.
My next one is Muggles write their name in wet cement. Walking down you followed the pen, I pointed.
Yeah, I
down
don't know
the
where you're
road.
pointing at.
I was walking down the path up there and someone wrote, "Tom spoilt this pavement." With the cement.
Tom Horton.
Tom Horton.
Classic. The lengths he will
you
go
get
to,
everywhere.
literally, for a joke.
The things you will spoil. Parties, women,
Lives.
atmosphere,
Countries.
gigs.
Oh, God, so many.
Tom spoiled this cement. And at first I was like, oh, look at that. And then I was like, oh, that guy stopped. It was like, this is going to make people laugh in the future.
Yeah.
And then he wrote it with whatever, a stick or his finger, probably alone.
100% alone.
100%
Otherwise,
alone,
it would have been like Tom and Barry.
And then left like, mwah.
Yeah.
I'm the minor anarchist of Adelaide.
Like, do you think? I mean, you'd have to be pretty quick over here to do that. Like,
What, for the cement?
wet cement would dry pretty quickly.
Oh no, he was still there with his finger in it.
He dried like an old tail,
Yeah.
like an old kid's tail.
Yeah.
He was like a troll under a bridge. Oh no!
Yeah, he was still there. Oh, Tom.
Yeah, I think that's a because it's such a non-imaginative thing to do.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I guess it's in the same vein as the fucking Clean Me sign on a van, right? We'll cover Clean Me sign on
In
a van.
a
Did we
less-
do that or did they do that? I think
In a
it might have
less
been Sloss.
shitty way,
Uh-huh.
because like that's obviously clean
You can
me.
clean
Then
it
you
off.
get clean, it's gone.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like Tom did this. Oh, brilliant! Steve, who just fucking did all that work, now looks like a moron.
Yeah. Now he's got to come back.
Yeah.
On council money.
Council money.
He's coming out with taxpayers' dollar. Now we're being muggles.
He's after muggling us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you know what? I think it would have to be something extremely funny to not be in the corner.
Right. What would it be? You're a
God.
comedian. You think fast. You've got until the cement dries. Australia time to think of something funny to write in that cement.
Done.
Tom spoiled the cement.
I bet his name wasn't even Tom.
What are you rating it?
I think
Dry me.
I don't know. I don't know what it would be. What would be? I'm only thinking of a visual thing of somebody maybe trying to do it like somebody's sunk in the middle of it.
I would put Andrew Stanley loves kissing.
It's not a fact crease.
IDST.
I'd like to get like 2 fake legs with shoes on the bottom and stick them in upside down.
So it looks like they've like sunk head first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the fake legs with shoes on the bottom. It's a bit elaborate.
You're joking me? I've got them in my
elaborate.
bag right now.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I
Let's go
never
do it.
walk around.
Let's go and do it now. I'll get my watering can. We'll go to the cement.
So you just add more water until it gets less solid.
That's how it works, isn't it?
That's how it works.
So that works. I think as well, like, so put your name in wet cement, like carving shit in a tree. Like,
I think the only
it's
way
just common vandalism.
the only way this won't be muggly is if it's like an 11-year-old, because they don't know any better.
Yeah, because it's childish, isn't it?
Yeah. If it's a 20-year-old, then
and
you're
that's
an
the
idiot.
level of anarchy you should be engaging in when you're 11.
Exactly. So like
an adult.
like if that's an over 18 who did that, or an over 16 even, then they're in the corner.
Yeah.
But if this is a 10 or 11-year-old, fair play to them.
I mean, if you're a 10, 11-year-old doing that and you're listening to this podcast, fucking fair play.
You're living it, you're having a good life.
You're having a fucking great time.
Having a good life.
You know what? Just like vandalising shit, listening to great vibrations.
Coming up with quite a good joke then.
Mendy.
If you're 11 and you've come up with the joke, Tom's are in this cement, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you're on route. That's the foundations.
Hey! You're really building something.
Yeah. You get in the mix.
Oh man, that is a solid opener.
Hope you don't get shingles.
Yeah, in the corner. If you're an adult and you're doing that, you're in the corner. Definitely.
What do you got?
Here's my last one. You ready? Now, this is one I literally come up with on the Uber on the way over here because I was getting so annoyed at the Uber driver. Muggles still ask you what way to go, even though they're using Google Maps.
What is wrong with Uber drivers? in
What
this
is wrong
country?
with Uber drivers?
Wait, so I'll be like fucking. I'll put the address in on my fucking map.
which you have to do.
Give him,
Which you have to do, yeah.
So he's already got the destination.
Yeah.
And then he'll go, which way do you want to go?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I don't
oh,
know.
Fuck, I
I'm
don't
from
get
the
on
UK.
stage and say,
From
what
Ireland.
jokes do you want?
Yeah.
Oh, which jokes do you want, guys? And they just sat there awkwardly like, I fucking don't know, I'm paying you to do it.
Yeah. This is what I had today. I got in and he goes, heading to the city? I was like, no, I'm heading to the address I gave you. I didn't even
Just
remember
the airport?
didn't
Just
even-
anywhere?
Just the airport,
Yeah.
apparently. Then he
Someone else's
goes,
Uber?
he goes, which way do you want to go? So I had my Google Maps open. So let's go Torrens Avenue, one of the main roads. So we get up to, so you go to Torrens Avenue. It's east towards your house, west towards the airport. He goes, right or left on the Torrens Avenue. And I just went, do you know where you're going? Like, it takes a lot for me to get to a level of annoyance that quickly. And I was like, do you know where you're going? And he goes, yeah, I just want to know which way you want to go. And I was like, go the Google Maps way.
This is where Uber loses, isn't it?
I was like,
taxi drivers have got the lay of the land.
I was like, we're all on. No, but you're following Google Maps, which goes the quickest way.
Yeah, it's barely wrong, I think.
But it also updates traffic live as well.
Yeah.
So it's going to give you the right way. But it was just the fact that you're going, you should just follow the map and not. He asked me, or I started counting it because I was getting so annoyed. He asked me 17 times which way to go. Like left here, straight up here, right here. Where I was like, what are you talking about?
And then you can see.
I'm on the Uber app watching it. Same as him.
Motherfucker. Did you see Josh Pugh done a line? I didn't see it firsthand, but I heard about it. You know when someone drops a glass and they go, taxi?
Oh, yeah.
Uber?
Yeah.
Update your references.
It was somebody, it was I think it was one of the audience members at the pub crawl or something like that. It was a hammered person. They were like, Uber.
Oh, so it was someone in the audience?
Punter, yeah, the punter.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
The legend got back to me like Josh did it.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Pew had done it first.
Yeah.
And then. But yeah, so that's my muggle corner for that one. It annoys me so much.
Yeah, like so. Uber,
that's what the technology is there for.
So luckily you have to be an Uber driver to get in the corner. So a lot of you are getting a little bit of a break here.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like asking anyone for directions when you've got a phone in your pocket.
Yeah, it's like going, what time is it?
Yeah, when you've got a watch on.
You just WhatsApped me.
It's like asking someone, how do you talk? Oh, I'm doing it.
Yeah, like years ago I said to somebody, I was like, oh, does anyone know the scores in the football? I was like, you're on Facebook. Go online. Like, what are you talking about?
People do that on Facebook as well, where they're like, I like it when when they go, hey, Facebook, Google, and then they'll ask a question, right? But when the question is like an opinion piece, or like Gav went on, hey, Facebook, does anyone know where I can get 80 chairs? That's how you should use Facebook, Google.
Yeah, not
if you go, hey, Facebook, Google,
what's a good place to go on holiday?
What time's kickoff?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, fuck, are you really dick?
Yeah, it's annoying.
Tension whore.
Say the two lads do the podcast.
Record more voice.
Yeah, so that's it. So Uber drivers in the corner right now.
In fact, every Uber driver, get in just until you've had a word with your brothers. You know, if you're an Uber driver and you don't do that, get in the corner because you need to start a fucking fraternity with your brothers and sisters at Uber so that you can stop doing that immediately. You all get punished for the crime
that you all didn't commit.
Oh, what have I done here? You know what I've just done?
What you do?
I brought the Muggles comment on your socks. I've been saying that. Let's go a bit further. Well, I mentioned this as a segue, just talking about Wayne Deacon before. But just anyone commenting on your socks, because it happens when they're like, oh, your socks aren't matching.
Yeah.
Or like the wrong type of socks. They're business socks, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I could give any less of a fuck about my socks.
No.
In any capacity. They're just something to stop my feet getting wet when I've got my shoes on.
Yeah. Or it's to stop blisters or something like that.
It's to stop blisters. It's just an extra layer to stop my feet rubbing, to stop my feet sweating. Like, they're going inside my shoe.
Yeah, you're not seeing them a lot of the time.
This ain't fashion. I don't put a lot of dollar into it. I don't put any time into it. I don't pair them. I just put them on my feet. They're just they're just a necessary, well, not evil. They're not evil, are they really? Socks.
Some of them are.
Some of them are evil. I love the joke though. You've got holes in your socks. You go, no, I haven't. How do you get your feet in there?
Hey, bit of butter.
Dad.
Oh my god, Dad.
But yeah, anyone just making a remark at your socks, you're just like, dude, they're my socks. They're making a comment at me, fucking toilet paper.
People make comments about my gym. When I go to the gym, I wear football socks. And people are like, why are you wearing football socks? I'm like, why not? It doesn't matter. These are literally socks that I'm going to sweat in.
I will wear fucking stockings and suspenders and walk all over you.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Just look, when people comment about my socks, I'm just like, do you want to just fucking drop your jeans so you can comment on my boxers as well? Are you making my underwear your business? I mean, this is what's happening. Do you want to check out my jocks? Fucking make some snide remarks at me fucking kecks. Fucking weirdo muggle cunt. Get in the corner. Yeah, take these away, pull my socks off, throw them at them. Smell them in the corner.
Smell? Why are they smelling them?
I don't know. I'm just putting a little extra layer of punishment on them.
Oh, it's a lot of punishment. All right, let's go through. Let's see what got in, what didn't.
I think everything got through this week.
I think everything got in. Yeah. There was no even stipulations this week. Just everything's in.
If you've got
if you got pets and you put clothes on them, get in the corner.
Take your dog with you.
Yeah. If you get annoyed because you get a haircut, and unfortunately I'm too busy to notice you got a haircut,
Oh, you just don't care? Maybe
Or
you
don't
did
care.
notice.
Or maybe
but
you didn't
just were
notice
like, oh, just the same way you notice the sun's went behind a cloud. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, look at that. Couldn't
Get in
give
the
a fuck.
corner. Get in the corner, son. I don't care if you're behind a cloud. And then finally, fucking Uber drivers. All of them in the corner.
Every one of them. Right. And from my end, muggles discredit you for listening to audiobooks when you've essentially took in the book anyway.
Yeah.
Difference does it make?
Yeah, doesn't make a difference at all.
Yes. Muggles write their name in wet cement.
Only adult muggles.
Yeah,
That's the
there is
stipulation there.
stipulations. But if there's children listening to this podcast, you're fucking awesome.
Well done.
Right,
Blow up.
muggles comment on your socks like it's their business. Just fucking talking about your underwear. Just fucking publicly, just as if they've got the higher ground. Just chatting shit about your underwear. Like, fucking give a fuck.
Socks.
Sit down in the corner.
Sit
Put a
down in the
sock
corner. You put a sock in it.
I want to hand out to Cody as well. He was the last person to mention me sock. So now we're gonna fucking stick some shit off subsequent parents. Was subsequent the right word there?
I don't know what you said there.
I said it with like an air of doubt.
The opposite of confidence. You had no confidence in your abilities there. Go on. Do you want to go first? Ladies first.
I know something about your dad.
Oh.
Your dad uses toilet duck to get the stank off his Johnson.
This one is quite apt. Your dad tips Uber drivers.
You've done it before. You've just done a repeat.
Did I do that one?
Yeah.
But it wasn't used.
You said it.
It wasn't used.
Was it not? Was it
of the
one
ones
in
I think about?
conversation?
Yeah.
Ah, shit, because I remember like going, so if I didn't say it on podcast, I've done that. First
Oh,
Uber
really?
I had, I felt weird.
Maybe that's why it was in my head.
Give me a couple of quid. Buy yourself something nice.
Sucks.
Your dad retweets Christian Talbot.
Oh, God. Motherfucker. Your dad pays the rental on Monopoly properties he might land on in advance. Just gets out of the way up front.
Down payment.
Down payments. He's like, I might stay there for a week.
Your dad showed a megabus driver a picture of the driver's kids and said, drop me off at my house or I'll make a phone call.
There's a lot of work for a £1 journey.
Just want to drop it off at his door.
Just started up at his door.
It's more about the neighbours, what they think when they see the megabus
That's
coming down
true.
the street and
Oh.
then your dad getting out.
Oh.
They're like, oh, fucking someone's
Kev's home.
doing well.
Your dad likes to make a bit of extra cash by going around the estate and doing car washes.
My brother used to do that. I was a kid. I wasn't allowed to go with him because my mum said, what if you get like a stone underneath the sponge or the chamois leather and you scratch the car? I'm like, what if Gav does that? He's like, you're more likely to. wouldn't let us do it.
No faith at all.
After years of domestic bliss, your dad said, I'm turning over a new leaf, and then punched your mum.
Your dad watches the whole ads on YouTube videos. Just never skips
this
it.
ad.
He goes.
Doesn't
He
even
just
hover.
goes. They've done a lot of work. I feel to be disrespectful. Not
He doesn't even hover the cursor over it, thinking
anything,
I'll
he-
give it a chance.
He pushes his hands away.
Yeah.
Clears the screen. He goes exit full screen.
Well, since your dad's turned over his new leaf, Lower Liffey Street. That's in Dublin, isn't it?
It's Dublin.
Yeah. Your dad punches your mum in the tits so she can't show her dad the bruises.
Your dad can't decide what his favourite One Direction song is.
No, you know. I can't decide which one his favourite is. Where am I up to? Your dad... Your dad used anti-wrinkle cream on his ball bag and now it's the size of a pillowcase.
Oh my God. Your dad doesn't wear a wig but tells people he does so he can get away with bad hair days.
No one notices he's wearing a wig. He gets annoyed.
He gets annoyed.
Your dad makes a cup of tea like this. Milk first, then tea bag, then the water, and then boils it.
Your dad brings his own tea bags on holiday. Can't trust those Spanish ones.
I just went on holiday with someone that did that. Shout out to Katie Dyer, Natalie's friend. Come to fucking Tenerife and pulled out a fucking sandwich bag full of tea bags. Your dad. Your own dad. Your dad bought blackface and a penis pump so that he could go to a fancy dress party of Serena Williams.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Your dad only had one pancake last Tuesday as he didn't want to be too full.
He gets bloated.
Just taking it easy.
It makes really flotsam. Your dad got your mum pregnant by kissing his own load into her pussy.
Oh my God. Your dad gets a Subway sandwich with just ham and cheese and no sauce.
No,
Just a sandwich.
dry.
A bit dry.
Your dad ran a hose pipe from his car exhaust through the driver's side window because he was so depressed about being broke, but then he ran out of petrol.
These are horrific ones this week. Your dad treats himself every Christmas by sponsoring an animal in a third world country.
He posted on Facebook though.
Yeah,
He needs the like.
Got myself a little goat.
He's not doing that. It's not full altruism. He's doing that to tell people.
There's no altruism in humans.
Classic Kev. And that is exactly 59 minutes and 54 seconds.
Almost exactly an hour.
However, we're going to do some quick plugs.
Okay.
I've got one show left in Adelaide.
Yeah.
That is my plug. Come along. It's 8:45 on Wednesday at Pedro O'Brien's. And then check out my website for my Melbourne dates.
Melbourne.
And you've got...
Glasgow Comedy Festival next Wednesday, the 15th, in the Stand Comedy Club.
Yes.
9:30, and I'm on with Gareth Waugh.
Oh, yes.
Gareth Waugh, and someone else who I'm not allowed to name because he hasn't. He has his own solo show, and his agent might get annoyed if he doesn't. You know who it is.
He's really good. He's one of the best.
He's one of them.
Go see him.
I just did Hong Kong and China with him. You'll be able to work it out.
Yeah. His name is Schmark Schmelson.
And it's also Mark Nelson.
But go to his solo show also.
So they'll
let's
be on.
plug that too. If
Yep.
that's why we're agents annoyed, let's
Go to his solo show as well.
Go to his solo show.
Gareth's solo show
Go to
as well.
Gareth's solo show. Go to Andrew Stanley's solo
Go
show.
to my solo show.
Bish,
It's got
bash, bosh.
4.5 stars. 4.5 stars.
Oh, for the same reviewer, that gives me 5.
Out of
Makes me a
4.
better comic.
Out of 45 stars. 1 out of 10.
And also, one last plug. Go to www.kaihumphries.com/shop and buy my life's work for £5.
Also go to www.andrewstanley.com/photos, and that's an English photographer who's very good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Is it actually?
Yeah. I don't have the website.
You got the website. I
need to get it.
You're beat to the punch, aren't you? And we've got to go. You've got to do something else. Bye, podcast listeners. I've been Muggins. He's been Kissy Two Lips. We are outie.